Hey guys, it's Night Flame, and today, guys, I'll give you my review on Wonder Woman issue number 4. It's written by Greg Rucka and art by Nicholas Scott with coloring by Fajardo Jr. The cover is done by Frank Cho, which I usually get the variants, but this one it just seemed unfinished to me. I'm not sure why. It's probably because of the coloring, and I think it might be due to the debacle between Rucka and Cho about how Frank Cho, completely left this book doing variants for this book because of how Greg Rucka has such a huge hold of editorial. Like he has such a huge influence, and he was like, I don't like his covers, so Frank Cho had to um, he had to kind of put a stop to it, kind of show a little bit less skin, and Frank Cho wasn't liking that, so he dropped from the book. I think he will be doing variants for Trinity number 1 and on forward, where we will see him doing like I guess variants for Wonder Woman as well, because Trinity contains Wonder Woman. So that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, let's find out what I thought about this book. First, I'll give you my summary, and then I'll tell you my thoughts. So the comic book opens up with Steve Trevor, the fallout from him, about how he fell from the sky, basically, and how he was the only one that survived. So the Amazons found a lot of possessions from the ship. They found weaponry that they have never seen before, especially the gun, and that kind of disconcerts them because they believe that Steve Trevor came to kill them all. But one of them is like, no, that's not what he did. This is a sign that they need our help and that we need to send this man back along with an Amazon to basically be the guardian of us, like someone that represents us, kind of an ambassador. So they decide that they will hold kind of like their games, their national, like kind of like Olympic games, and the last one standing will go with Steve Trevor. So we see that Diana, um, she's kind of like Diana's mom doesn't want Diana to compete, but she knows that she has to, so she wishes her luck. But if she had the option to not let her compete, she would totally take it. So we see in the games that Diana has shown completely like awesome recovery because she got bit by a snake in the last issue, but like her recovery as well as like awesome skills. And at the end, it comes down to this really different kind of ritual. Like they found the gun and they believe that an Amazon has to completely be able to protect themselves from the gun. So Diana's mom decides to shoot the last three standing, and the person who reflects the bullet will be the one to go with Steve Trevor. So the first two end up getting shot because they can't reflect it well. And when Diana's turn happens, she does it really well, and that's how she gets picked to be with Steve Trevor, and she is picked to represent the Amazons. And we see that the Amazons have completely changed Steve Trevor's ship to become what we know and love, the Invisible Jet. And that's where the issue ends. So what did I think about this issue of Wonder Woman? For me, I have never gone into the character ever since the New 52, where I started reading comics. I have never had a run where I was like, okay, Wonder Woman is my character here. I can tell you for The Flash, I love Francis Manapul, Batman, Scott Snyder. I can say Superman was just a really well done run by Greg Pak in Action Comics, but also as well as Peter Tomasi currently as well. But I knew their backstories because they're such mainstream heroes. But for Wonder Woman, I never knew her backstory. It's because maybe it has changed many years before. Like, she was born from clay, or that she was just appeared from the sky or whatever. So for me, this is all brand new. I never knew this is how it happened, but I knew she had some connection with Steve Trevor. So I loved it. I love how they completely. I know this is a redone origin, but I love how they did it. The whole gun aspect was great. I was like, okay, this is actually a really cool way to find out. Steve Trevor being like, "Are you guys listening to me?" It was funny as well. And this was a good book. I enjoyed it. Greg Rucka has a voice for the Amazons, and he knows exactly how to do it. And Nicholas Scott's art, breathtaking. So just beautiful, beautiful book. I was just in awe every single page. And for me, I'm not a Wonder Woman fan. Like I said, I could not get into it. Brian Azzarello's run, I heard it was incredible. I just could not get into it. And Meredith Finch and David Finch's run, I just could not get into that as well. But for this run, I was on board, and I believe that these are the best chapters, the origin chapters. I'm still having a little hard time getting into the the present chapters with Liam Sharp, even though the art is gorgeous for there. But we'll see. But this was just a great book. So Wonder Woman #4 for me gets a 10 out of 10. It's my pick of the week, actually. And we gotta, I gotta give a shout out to that Invisible Jed origin. That was well done. It was nice that they inserted that in. So 10 out of 10, and I definitely recommend you guys to pick this up. Get caught up in this book. This is an incredible book that you guys cannot miss. So Wonder Woman #4, pick of the week, and thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like this video. Also subscribe to my channel, and have a great day, guys. Goodbye.